Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be testing out the soap brow. You might have seen it on YouTube. That's kind of where I keep seeing it circulating a little bit, and I just want to see if it's really worth the hype or if it's a trick that really works. And we will find out together, and let's get some brows. Okay, so what you're going to need for this is a bar of soap, and it's supposed to be clear, so I'm using this one, which is kind of funny. It's from the anniversary end. Today's actually me and my husband's 4-year anniversary, but he had to do some traveling out of town, so we're going to have to celebrate it a different day, but this is where we went on our honeymoon, so that's kind of a cute little coincidence I just saw. This is just actually the only clear bar of soap that I had, but anyway, so get a clear bar of soap, and then you're going to need a spoolie like this, like a clean one. And then whatever you use to fill in your brows, so I'm going to be using the Ardell Medium Brown Brow Pomade, and then just my little brush that looks like this. Okay, so it says what first thing to do is you need to get the bar of soap wet, or else get your spoolie wet. From what I read, you can use water. I don't feel like going into the sink though, so I'm just going to use my MAC Fix Plus spray. And I'm just going to do a couple sprays right on the soap. And then I'm going to use the little spoolie and go in and just kind of get it sudsy. And like I said, I've not tried this yet, so I have no idea really how much. I'm just kind of covering the bristles, just kind of rubbing it along there. And what this is supposed to do, the point of it is it's supposed to hold your brows in place and kind of take form of a brow gel, and it's supposed to just be a really fantastic brow gel and just hold them right in place all day. Okay, so I'll zoom in a little bit for this part so we can see what's going to happen. I guess let's go ahead and start with this one. So I saw a couple different ways. Some people just really get the soap in there, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that. So first just kind of rub it back and forth, really get the soap in there. And then I'm going to go ahead and just start kind of pointing up. And I guess by pointing up it's going to make them look a lot like thicker and fuller. A little bit like messier, which is kind of an in look right now. I don't want it to be too crazy though, so I really should probably trim the tops of them. You know how you see people like push their eyebrows up and then trim the tops? I probably should do that, but I'm not going to. So it really is like stiffening them right into place. So obviously, if you have really great full eyebrows, I think this trick would be so cool to just like position them how you want them to and then be done. Obviously, I have a lot to fill in, so I couldn't just leave them like that. But anyway, so I'm going to sit and kind of, it says then to just sit and like let them dry once you kind of place them how you want them. I can't decide if that's going to be too like crazy or not, but whatever, I'll just do a crazier brow today. So while I'm kind of waiting for that one to dry, I'm going to work on the other one. And you're supposed to use a clear, because I guess a white soap, like a Dove bar or something like that, would probably leave a really like white cast in your eyebrows. Oh, I guess I should just really get the soap in like kind of how they said first. Any trick that's supposed to make my brows look fuller, I'm all about, because I've got pretty much the absolute worst brows naturally. And the other day, my husband said something. He was like, or I was complaining about my thin brows, and he was like, well, why don't you just stop plucking them? I'm like, are you kidding me? I do not overpluck my eyebrows. And I like literally got out this picture of me when I was a baby. And they are the exact same like shape and like basically the same size as when I was a baby. So I proved to him it's not for me overplucking. They're just naturally insanely sparse. Okay, so they seem to be like in place and pushed up. They might be too crazy, I really don't know. We're just gonna go with it though. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my little my pomade now. And I'm just putting a little bit on my brush. And then it says to just kind of like follow the hairs and just kind of fill in like you would just like with your natural little hairs. Just kind of create little strokes. This is kind of cool so far. I can't believe how, like, stiff they are. Like, those puppies are not moving anywhere. At least I don't feel like it right now. I wish I had more brows anyways. Because I still feel like I'm basically creating my entire brow with product, but... So this is like not the normal shape that I go for. So I'm not sure how this is going to turn out. It's like, I feel like this is a lot thicker than what I normally do, but since I pointed them all up, I definitely can see why they say it will thicken your brows. It's like you have to add so much more brow in. Just trying to clean up the bottom a little bit, give a little line. This definitely gives more of like a grungy brow, like kind of a more natural looking, really like fluffy, grungy type of brow. But I mean, hello, look at the difference. Like that, I can't believe how much it just like accentuates the look of hair, so that's kind of interesting. I don't know, I can't decide how I feel about it. I definitely don't hate it though. I definitely don't think you would need to buy brow gel ever again though. That's like the coolest thing ever, how it just truly does hold them in place. I don't know, I kind of like it. I'm kind of into it. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to my other eye. I'm just seriously like blown away at how stiff they are. But like they don't necessarily seem like they're just crazy stiff. It just honestly like kind of separates and accentuates the hairs, which is just, it kind of gives it a cool different look. Definitely not something that I'm used to. The tail of your brow is naturally a little bit darker, so you can be a little bit more heavy-handed on the tail end. And then just use like lighter pressure towards the front end of your brows. Okay, and then I just want to clean up underneath a little bit more. You know, actually, I feel like this side has more of like a crisp line under, which I like. And so I'm gonna just do that same thing on this side. So this thing is like not, my brush is giving me issues. Okay, I think that's gonna be my finished product. It's definitely a little thicker than I'm used to. I'll zoom you back out. Actually, I'll zoom you in so you can just kind of see up close. I mean, it looks really natural. Like, it makes the hairs look really natural. It kind of makes it look like I have hairs in places I really don't, so that's pretty cool. Okay, here is the finished product. It's definitely a little bit thicker of a brow than what I'm used to. It's a little bit thicker than when I do them myself, but I love the way that they feel. It just, like, they are firm. Like, they're not moving anywhere, which is cool. So I feel like you definitely could play around and you could do whatever shape you wanted to and then just kind of use that, you know, like an actual brow gel. I just kind of was copying some different ways that I've seen it done online and stuff like that. I don't know. Let me know down below. I'm curious what your guys' opinion is on this. Are these too bold? Or are these a lot bolder than what you guys are used to? Do they look that different to you versus... I mean, everything looks like more exaggerated in your own eyes because you kind of know normal versus not. So just like... I don't know, tell me your opinion on this. Tell me if it's something you're going to try. I'd love to hear. I think it's pretty cool. I think it might be a trick that I'll keep using. I think at least, you know, I don't know if I'll do them like this big every day or whatever, but even just to like run a little bit of that soapy, watery spoolie through and you're done. Just hold them and slick them in place. Good to go. I definitely think that that could replace your brow gel, which is super cool. This is like the strongest brow gel I've ever even had anyways, so you can save some money that way too, which is cool. Anyway, I can't wait to hear what you guys think and let me know if you try it. I'd love to hear kind of your results and if it worked for you. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in my next video. Bye.